Hello everyone and welcome to PaxAriaGaming. This is Reg, and this is episode number 9 of Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. We're picking up at the entrance to Visages. In the last video, we sort of left off like right here, and then I did a little exploring of the continent, which is how I ended up on the outside. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to try to take on an Axon. We're going to start out at the plaza, which is where the flag is. So Verso is getting his steps in, as you can see. Okay, we'll use attributes where we can. As you can see, level 38, most of them are either 38 or 40. I think there's maybe a 2-point difference with Verso, because I've used him in the party the entire time, or at least the entire time he's been with us. So he's sort of always going to be a little bit ahead of everybody else, but not by much. And as you can see with Minoko, I've used him in order to unlock his particular skills. I've unlocked quite a few of them, actually. He has tons of them. So I'll probably use him again off camera to do a little bit more exploring to unlock some of the other ones. Verso is 39, Lune is 36. Mael is 35, CL and Minoko are 38. That just speaks to who I've been using lately. Okay, let's figure out which direction to take. This game loves branching paths. That's where we came from.
Everything's destroyed.
Normally, I enjoy a little destruction. But this doesn't feel right.
It's rage. A storm is coming. Earth, rise. Brace yourselves. A storm is coming.
There are going to be three of these Vale areas. The first is Anger Vale. I think the second one is Joy Vale or Joyous Vale. And the last one is Sadness Vale. But you need to clear all three areas in order to consider the Axon in this area defeated. Okay, so now we're formally at Anger Vale.
Good stuff. Target marked.
Let the ink flow.
Ready to strike.
A storm is coming. A storm is coming. On me!
Okay, I seem to be finding my rhythm in the fights, at least in this area. What do we got?
Good stuff.
Revive tent. Okay, alright. It's been a while since we've upgraded any of those, actually. But we don't seem to run out of them, so... Thank God for no fall damage in this game. But you can walk off the map and die.
What have
So
we
I guess
here?
when you die, you end up respawning wherever you were. But you don't end up all the way back at the flag, so that's good. Every time I think an area is not confusing, it just gets more confusing than the last one. That's the one thing about this game, at least if you don't want to miss anything, right? If you don't mind missing out on items, then you're okay, but you know, I don't want to miss anything. I want to pick up everything. It's especially the expedition journals. Okay, we got an enemy over there who's guarding some item. Oh no, it's not an enemy. Okay. Yo, yeah, it is an enemy who snuck up on me. Alright, never mind.
I'm ready. I'll do it. Keep going.
Marked.
Lune, watch out! Go. A storm is coming. Feel the burn!
Let's go the path. Lune, careful!
I'm gagged! Feel the burn!
Alright, we got a new weapon. We have tons of weapons. And I have not tried them all out. I think there's some specific ones that I use or that I'm looking for that are supposed to be among the best in the game. I think for Monoko, there are only a few. For everybody else, there are tons of them. Like the Metalum was the best weapon for Mael for a long time. I think it still is. Until you get to endgame, and then there's another weapon that she can have. With Verso, there's probably 2 or 3 that are really, really good. And I guess you can say, well, there's a good one for early game, a good one for mid game, and a good one for late game. Although, I see no reason why you can't just use the early game one and just keep powering it up to level 20. I don't think, I'm not sure I'll get any weapon to 20. It took a long time just to get them to 10. Once I stopped upgrading every single weapon that I got, and started only upgrading the ones that I actually use. So I guess it's possible to hit 20.
My turn.
Feel the burn. An advantage.
The other reminder is that the 9,999 damage cap will remain until the one of the last bosses of the game, which will give you a Pictos that allows you to go above the 99.99 cap.
me!
This will hurt. Not impressed.
I'm gagged!
Danger! An advantage.
We're also finding tons of new Pictos in the areas as well, which I'm okay with. Especially since now I figured out how to use Luminous, so I'm like, okay, makes sense. So the fights are slightly easier than they were earlier in the game. The other thing is there are these like paint things, what do you call them? Like paint rocks that you can't break through. You can break through them once you find 5 of the missing Gestrals. And you go back to camp and you talk to the guy and he gives you the ability to do that. The game doesn't really explain that, but it does speak to why you should do the side quests. I was in an area and I'm like, I can't break these. So I figured it was something I'd have to come back to later. And it is, because you have to find the Gestrals first. So what was the other thing? We still need Esquier to be able to fly, and we need him to be able to dive underwater. Those are 2 things we need to do. But we have a journal for it now, so let's listen to the journal.
Art can be a window, and art can be a mirror. And great art is both. Son, you'll never be a true artist if there's always a mask between you and the viewer, especially when the viewer is you.
So you'll notice that I have quite a few of the, looks like a baby Esquier. Interesting. You'll notice I have quite a few of the journal entries. You don't find them all in the main game, just so you know. Some of them you find in the optional areas. So if you haven't done the optional areas, you won't be able to complete all of the journal entries before the end of the game. The other thing is, by the time this video shows, there'll be a new area. I think it came out the day of the Game Awards, called Verso's Draft, I believe, which is I don't know really call it a DLC. Some people are calling it a DLC, but it's an area of the game that you can explore. I don't know whether it has journal entries or anything else because it's relatively new, but I will be doing it in this playthrough. You know, when I can. I'm not quite sure where it is, whether you have to complete the main game, you fight the main boss to do it, because at some point the game will pull you forward and you won't be able to, even though I don't think you get a warning like in some games, this is the point of no return, are you sure? Maybe it does. I know in Ghost of Yotei you got that warning that continuing to proceed will pull you into the end game. I mean, you can, like all games, you can sort of go back and do things afterwards. And so if, unfortunately, I end up in that situation, I will go back and do that. So it'll be like a bonus episode or 2, depending on how much content there's left to explore. And there may be a lot. I've only done 15 of the 45 optional areas. I guess this is the final boss of Anger Vale. Seething somebody. I can't pronounce his last name.
Luna, careful. Ready to strike.
Danger! Let the ink flow. Feel the burn! Ready to evade. Let's keep going. Danger!
Let's carve a path. Target marked.
Brace yourselves.
Let's dance.
We have a new weapon.
Did you hear that?
That was the Axon.
Destroying these masks seems to hurt him.
Then let's keep doing that.
Okay, cool. So we're now, after we rest up, going to head to the next veil. I know there are only 3. I'm not sure whether if you kill 3 of them, the Axon dies automatically, or whether you kill the 3 and then you end up fighting the Axon afterwards. Okay, so I guess this is the new area. think I walk through and then walk back through. This is definitely different because there's a bit of a different color going on here. So I'm like, okay, once again, I'm lost, but we'll figure it out. Okay, maybe I'll edit that part out. Just back and forth through the beast. Okay, let's quickly kill these guys.
This will hurt.
Okay, so now we know for sure we're officially in Joyvale.
They seem so joyful. I'm almost jealous.
On the surface, at least.
He who guards truth with lies.
Let's carve a path.
Sense. Stretch.
Feel the burn.
Watch out.
Okay. Okay.
Useful.
You're outmatched.
Sense. Stretch.
An advantage.
Okay, let's continue our little scouring of the area. And as careful as I am looking for every single thing in the game, I'm absolutely certain there's some items that I probably have missed along the way. Hopefully nothing too important. Maybe just some chroma or something like that, which I don't mind. I mean, you get tons of chroma as currency. I don't know whether anyone ever uses it all. I guess you do if you buy everything. You know, some people, you know, have the habit of purchasing every item that a merchant has. I'm not quite sure why, but there are dozens of merchants in the game, so I don't know why you would do that. If it's something I'm going to use or something I think I'm going to use, I'll do it. I do tend to purchase all of the weapons, and of course you find weapons, you get weapons as loot fighting some bosses. But I think that's more important than some of the other stuff that people might spend money on. Oh. Okay. I see a journal entry, so let's beat these guys up and grab that.
Let's carve a path. This will hurt.
'69th Expedition. Fleur. Good thing Anthony upgraded all the climbing handholds. Not only are they much easier to install in the cliff faces, they're also a lot nicer to use. We're setting the last few handholds tomorrow. Then we can finally get out of these caverns and see the sun again. I can't wait to rejoin the mountaineering team. I still remember that first mountain we scaled. Watching the sun rise above the clouds was magical. But rappelling down as we set the handholds was pure exhilaration. I know some of the others chafe at being restricted to recon only. I get it's not very satisfying making maps and prepping trails while people are dying. But this prep work will pay off in the long run. It may not be glamorous, but truly essential work rarely is. Doesn't make it any less important. And as the Expedition 69 motto says, we are literally laying a trail for the ones who come after. Step by step, handhold by handhold, each expedition carries the next one forward.
Okay. A little bit more background on prior expeditions. And we have a mime.
Let's carve a path.
Chroma is flowing. I'm ready. Feeling better. Let's push forward.
Oh well.
En garde.
Let's carve a path. Bring it on.
En garde. Can't do this yet.
Luna, careful. Break.
From fire.
Prepare to meet your end.
My turn.
Finesse and grace.
I must be fighting these mimes the wrong way because they're so tanky. I mean, all of them. It's just amazing how tanky they are. I guess the goal must be to get a break on them. That seems to be the thing that does more damage than anything else with them. Okay, so I think we've sort of looped around. At least I think so. There's an eyeball in the mouth of that mask we just walked past. So that's the main mask that we'll end up fighting at the end of this. But I think, okay, yeah, I was gonna say I think there may be another little area. There's an item over there. There must be an enemy nearby because I hear the noise. Okay, there you go. Sitting in the first strike. Yep. Good.
Let's carve a path. Target marked.
On me.
Let's carve a path.
Another weapon. I wonder if there's a ranking. I guess there must be, or at least if there's if there's not, you know, since I'm playing this game a little bit later than a lot of people, since the game came out months ago, I'm sure someone has ranked the various weapons in the game by now. Might be worth me taking a look at some of that.
You're outmatched.
Great. Nice. Finesse and grace.
Feel the burn.
35 seconds. Notice that these fights against the little scrubs take a lot less time than they did earlier in the game. And I'm okay with that. Okay. It's now time to face... I don't know what his name's going to be. Whatever fits into Joy. Okay, jovial something or another. Okay, that fits with Joy.
Incoming. Target marked.
Please fly.
That's better.
I'm ready. Precise strike.
Chroma is flowing.
ready to parry.
Let the ink flow.
Lune, watch out!
Two down, one to go. And a new weapon.
Yeah, it definitely
Let's
hurts him.
Rest up
I
before
think-
we head to the final veil. Oh, we may as well upgrade too. So at this point I may actually be slightly over leveled for this part of the game, but I'm okay with that. I don't know whether the developers want you to explore as much as I've been exploring. I guess they do. But there's still a lot of areas left to explore. I mean, a lot, tons. I mean, some you can't get to because they're underwater. I'm guessing you need SPA to fly to other ones. So when those abilities get unlocked, we will be able to explore more. I don't know how much of the game will be left to play at that point, or whether it's intended that you do them before whatever the final act is, or whether the intention is to do them after the game is over. I'm not really sure. Because I know you get the ability to fly, but that's when you're in the last part of the game. The ability to go underwater you get once you achieve relationship rank, I think it's 6 with SKA. In order to do that, you have to go back and forth to the camp and talk to him. I haven't gone back. I think I went back one time without being sent back at the end of one of the acts or parts. So if I needed to go back again, then it's my bad that I didn't go back to get to increase his rank, his relationship rank. But I'm guessing if the game lets you continue to play once it's over, I'll just do that at that point.
I think I saw one more path.
That's good. We're weakening him.
Okay,
This
Male.
feels off.
So the final veil is the sadness veil. Again, I don't know whether that will end this or whether after that we then actually fight the Axon. We'll find out together.
storm is coming. Ice shatter.
From fire.
Let the ink flow.
I'll manage. Target marked. Not impressed.
A storm is coming. Let's finish this. That hurts.
Okay. We will continue to fight and loot our way through Sadness Vale. We have a flag, mercifully. Okay, so we'll rest. We don't have any points to spend. And I'm saving up on the learn new skills thing. You know, this late in the game, you need more than the 2 or 3 that you've been finding.
I know they're Neverons, but
A couple of them late in the game where it's 4, 6, 8, and 10.
This will hurt.
Precise strike. Please survive.
That's better. That's enough. My turn.
And one of the things I'm finding about using some of the unlocking and using some of the other skills is some of them are really, really powerful. Now, I don't know how you get to like 2 million level damage and stuff like that. I've seen clips of that, and that must be late game or New Game Plus or something like that, because you can't break the 99.99 until the end of near the end of the game. So you wouldn't be fighting any enemies early in the game and getting those kinds of stats. But you don't need to. I mean, you know. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy. Yeah, trust me, this playthrough is proof that you don't need to do that.
On me.
Get ready. Watch out.
I won't waste this.
Not impressed.
Please survive.
Good. Let's keep going. Let us stain them.
Could I die again?
Guard up.
Bring it on.
This guy's tougher than
Would have lived. I would have lived.
Tougher than the average boss in this area.
Stuff.
Yeah, if you miss the counter, you're pretty. It becomes very difficult to defeat some of these bosses. Like that. So once you miss once, then it no longer counts, because even if you get all the other ones, you don't get the counter.
Okay. Feeling better.
Like that.
Okay. Good. Careful, Verso.
Okay, well, there goes Verso. He's throwing me off with that circle thing flying around him. The good thing is if I successfully parry, I do get some health.
I'm ready. Feeling better. Okay.
Oh, this is the kill shot. Yeah, since I'm terrible at parrying, I decided to dodge it. And he's just gonna...
Let's keep going.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess he keeps playing because I keep messing up. So he's gonna keep doing that until I'm successful at parrying everything.
Let's keep going.
There we go. Okay, now he's going for the mortal hit. And he kills me. Yes, we want to send in the reserve team. We got him this close.
Christ.
Messed up. Oh my god.
That's more like it.
There we go. Yeah, I hope the rest of the enemies at this point in the game and beyond doesn't do this, because this is very annoying.
Your turn to dance.
So yeah, I'm not going to get a turn. The way to beat him is by successfully parrying and countering. And once you miss once, your timing is just thrown off. Okay, one or two more should do it. Yeah, I just dodged those. I can't block those. I've tried to block those. I just can't. Like I said, once you mess up, you just tend to continue to mess up. There we go. Oh my god, thank god. 6 minutes. He was the most frustrating boss in this area so far. I'm like, man, you have a boss where you don't really get a play. You have to counter. That is crazy. I think if we faced them in the early game, I probably would have been more prepared for it, but this is the first time we faced that kind of situation.
Good stuff.
We will not be using glass cannon. Yeah, in some of the Souls game, you know, I was a glass cannon because I was a mage who put everything into intelligence and those kinds of characteristics that allowed me to be a better caster. So it made the character pretty squishy, but in this game, I don't think you can do that. Unless you have some magical auto heal thing that's really, really, really good. And since some of these bosses can one-shot you, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Nice.
A storm is coming.
Vesto, dodge.
I would have lived.
Brace yourselves.
Ready to strike.
Finesse and grace.
Let the ink flow.
Target marked.
Nice.
Let us stain them. I'm ready. Let's keep going.
Just try it.
En garde.
A storm is coming.
Let's spill some ink.
A storm is coming.
All right. Feel like we're getting a little bit closer and closer to the main boss of this area. Well, we know where he is. He's right down there. We're going to grab this item.
Great.
You know, I collect all these things. I'm not even sure I've used... And we have another journal entry.
Expedition 39. Albert. Edith's not back. So until then, we stay on recon. All these masks are freaking me out. They're fucking creepy. I swear I could hear one of them singing. The Nevrons around here behave so strangely. Almost like they don't really want to kill us. They still do, though. This place is making me crazy. Maybe if I wore one of these masks, they'd leave me alone.
All right. At that. My goal is to find every journal entry in the game. That's one of the goals. A bunch of goals for this one. But that's definitely one of them. And of course to unlock all of the optional areas. So those are, I guess, two main ones. But first things first. Let's deal with whichever boss the Sadness Veil guy spits out.
Luna, careful.
Feeling better. Feeling better.
Watch out. This will hurt.
Okay.
This has been the easiest of all three of them. So I'm guessing there must be a... Okay, so maybe... I don't know. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, no, there must be another boss because we have a new weapon, but we didn't end up back at the camp, which is usually what happens when you actually complete a whole area like
I
that.
think that's all of them.
We should be able to fight the Axon properly now.
Okay.
Let's answer this thing's
So we do
invitation.
these three, now we fight the Axon. Okay, got it. So let's go hunt down the Axon. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, that can't be the end. So I'm guessing you're through that arch. Let's talk to this gentleman.
Monoko, what does that mean? He who guards truth with lies.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Guard as in protect? Or guard as in control?
Yes.
looks pretty ominous.
I think you pissed him off.
You think? Okay.
Careful, Verso.
So the Axon is named Visage. And he hits hard.
That's better.
So regained a little bit of health with that last parry. He's got a huge health pool. So I guess this little mass cage or whatever that is our target. It's not a cage, it's a mirror. Okay.
I think I'll improvise. I would have lived.
Brace yourselves. Let us stain them.
Good stuff. That's better.
Blades sharpened.
Careful, Verso.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get that jump thing because he doesn't always do it. So he swipes, and then you get sometimes you get the jump thing. And once you mess up the those parries, you don't get the counter. So the idea is just try not to die.
Blades sharpened.
I'm trying to use the highest damage thing that I can possibly use. So you have another mask.
Careful, Verso.
I Should have been counting how many masks come out of the mirror. Maybe there's only 3.
Better.
A storm is coming.
Not impressed. Bring it on. I need it. Didn't really need it.
I hope he doesn't have a second phase.
Prepare to meet your end.
I'm ready.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe so. Yeah, all right. We weren't kicked back to a camp.
People want so badly to know what's behind the mask. Front, back, recto, verso. Great art is both window and mirror. Whether it's your mask or theirs.
Harmless, huh?
He's the real Axon.
Child, we all need masks, but how you use them.
This will hurt.
Please survive.
Feeling better.
On me.
Okay, at least he's an easier target to hit. He's got this extra stuff. Like these little spider webs he has holding you down.
Let's spill some ink.
But I have all the gradient charges, so I could actually have each of them do a gradient attack. Jeez, I never get all of these.
Watch out, Mael.
Poor Mael is getting her butt kicked. Sorry, Mael, I couldn't block any of that. Actually, for a gradient attack, that didn't do as much damage as I had hoped. But we had 3, so plus she gets a free turn.
Is coming.
She can use her gradient. Let's see what we do.
This ends now.
Oh, it does much better damage. Oh my god. Okay. I guess since gradient doesn't carry over, I may as well use it. Okay, yeah, that was good. You get the 3 gradients. Use about half health at that point, and we used all 3 along with our second moves, which gives us AP. So we end up having to do, capable of doing 2 very powerful moves.
We all need masks.
Okay, I think Buddy's cheating now. But I didn't see one go on Minoko. Oh no. She took hers off.
This mask can't hurt me.
Not sure why CL has the ability to do that.
Because it is me.
Great. No third phase. Great. Well, that was interesting.
You okay? What happened?
And yes, I am still trying to figure out
Let's bring this to the curator.
certain elements of this story. But I think we're getting close to getting answers. But I definitely think something's... I think Minoko knows more than he says.
That was Verso, wasn't it?
Ah. I think Minoko knows that. That's why he sort of reacted the way he did this now. Okay, so if that was our Verso saying that that was Verso, then we may be in an alternate world. Back at camp. We may be in some kind of alternate kind of a thing, because Mael obviously is connected to what's her name? I'm blanking on her name, but connected to who I think is Verso's little sister.
You want me to give it to you?
I guess we'll we'll find out soon, because I think we're probably 75-80% of the way through the game. Okay. So the curator is going to make a weapon. Wait a minute. She just saw Renoir.
I saw.
What happened?
I saw it. It was. Renoir?
Yeah, I definitely
used to see
think.
him in my nightmares too. It can be quite traumatizing.
No, I think these burned characters. Like Alicia, that's the other one. I think Alicia may actually be Mael. I think Curator may be Renoir. We know the other one that they just killed, the mask guy, that Axon, was Verso. Does that mean the whole family are a family of Axons? So the woman who was standing next to Alicia, I don't think she's the paintress, because the paintress is still
One down,
sort of sitting
one
at
to
the
go.
rock that says 33.
The next one will be harder.
Unless she can be in two places at once, which is certainly possible. But I definitely think that person is Verso's mother. So I think that's the whole family. It's Renoir, it's that woman,
Here to make amends for your terrible
Alicia,
story.
and Verso. I
I'll
think
be
that's the
honest.
family.
I didn't expect things to get so deep so fast.
I could tell.
Anyway, so let's talk to the characters.
I'm not really sure you're
Increase
up to
the relationship
challenge.
I
standing
can
for
keep
each one.
up. In fact, I'm here
So
to
I'll
offer
stop
a
yapping
story.
now.
A good one this time?
Yes. Well, you said I'm vain.
No, you said you're vain.
Would a vain person keep this scar? I could heal it, but I don't.
Oh? Why is that?
It's a reminder of the price I paid to stand on my own 2 feet. But, it meant walking away from people I cared about. So, there you have it. Dark and personal.
I feel like there's more to this story. It's probably not a coincidence, then, that Renoir has a similar scar.
You noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We disagreed on pretty much everything. Tactics, goals, what lines we wouldn't cross. I had to walk away, but he was resistant.
You fought?
It was the first time we ever raised a hand against the other.
If you can control your healing, that means Renoir can too. And he made the same choice as you. Interesting.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. But, you're right. So, dark and personal enough for you?
It was worthy.
Worthy of the story of that scar on your stomach.
Well, we all have scars that won't heal, don't we?
Deep.
That's a story for another time. The scars look good on you, though.
I know. That's the real reason I keep them.
I knew it.
Okay, who's next? All right, your
You're
turn.
right.
About?
The odds of killing Axons. Close, but not zero.
Not zero.
Do you like dogs?
What?
Do you like dogs?
Really,
I think you've spent too much time alone.
really
You've
interesting
forgotten how
question.
to start a human conversation.
I just have this feeling you're a dog person.
Well, you're right. I had a dog named Pat.
You named your dog Paw.
What?
That's like if my parents named me Foot.
True. That's really strange.
My sister named him when we were kids. Stella. She was a gifted artist. And fiery. She definitely made the most of the time she had.
Were you close?
When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives. They didn't care about my parents' research.
Doesn't seem fair.
No. I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother. That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister.
So, you knew Gustav for quite a while then?
That's an awful lot of personal questions.
It is, isn't it? Alright, we can talk about me again if you want.
How generous of you.
Ask away.
Hmm.
I'm being sincere. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. We've got all night.
Remember, you offered. Do you like monkeys?
Oh, come on.
You have nightmares too? About Renoir?
Yeah. He's hard to shake.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, growing up in Lumiere?
Aside from being a sad and lonely orphan, it was great. Although technically, everyone in Lumiere is an orphan.
How old were you when your parents passed away?
Around 3, I guess. Yeah. I was an unwelcome surprise. They never wanted kids. And they definitely didn't want one right before their gommage.
I wonder how she knows that. If she was 3 when they passed away. Unless someone told her that. And that would be horrible to tell a kid something like that.
Your arrival must have caused quite a bit of concern.
Panic's probably a better word. Then they died. And I bounced around from family to family. I can't even remember all of them. I was kind of a weird kid, I guess.
So was I.
Oh yeah?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I was obsessed with my piano and my paint set.
I was a bit more severe than that. I used to have lots of nightmares and talk to myself. Kept running away from home all the time.
Nah, if that's weird, then we're all weird. Actually, I kind of think everyone's a weird kid in someone's eyes.
Well, I was a weird kid in everyone's eyes.
Even Gustav's.
Kind of. It's why he and his sister took me in. Nobody else wanted me. But I guess Gustav and Emma used to be weird kids too. So they liked me.
See? Everyone's weird. What's something you liked about Lumiere?
Wandering around the buildings. Nobody wanted me for any of the fancy apprenticeships. So I got stuck as a runner for the warehouses. But that turned out to be kind of nice. I got to go everywhere in the city. I probably know the place better than anyone.
Yeah? What was your favorite place?
The Hanging Gardens. Me and Gustav used to go up there a lot. Do you miss Lumiere?
Yeah. I do. Not just the place, but everything about that time. The festivals, the gardens, dancing the night away on the harbour. Before... well, all this. That home is gone. Not just the place, but also the people.
You have us now?
Yeah. And you've got me.
That's nice, but I think you guys are actually brother and
So,
sister.
You want to dance the night away?
Maybe us, Ciel.
I'm just not sure how this happens, right? Because you have well, I don't know whether this is real Versa or whether the other one is real Versa. Right, relationship level 3. So I'm not sure what the relationship level does for these other characters. I know what it does for Eskia. Either Eskia or Eskay. I mean, I've heard it pronounced both ways. But I'm not sure what it does for everybody else.
Seems you were right about these expeditioners.
Once we finish
A
with
most
Minoko, we'll
impressive
talk to him and
group.
see what happens.
They've grown on you, haven't they?
Maybe.
They have. Polishing your collection of Nev legs?
Yes. Aren't they beautiful?
Beautiful is a word that one could use.
Your lack of enthusiasm is disappointing.
It's funny.
Why do you need to polish them anyway?
A warrior must be prepared for battle. And battle is just as much mental as physical.
Mental, eh?
Imagine you're a Nevron, and you see me, charging toward you, brandishing the well-polished and gleaming leg of one of your brethren. Think of the intimidation.
True. I wouldn't want to battle anyone who's using your hairy foot as a club. More for the smell than the intimidation.
And then I transform into one of them. Ha! Intimidation and confusion.
That's crazy.
From that alone, the battle is already won. The rest is mere cleanup.
Oh, you're right. I feel thoroughly intimidated.
You should try it. Even though you can't transform, it will still strike fear in the hearts of our enemies. Look, aren't they beautiful? Here, take a leg.
That's all right. I think you've got the intimidation factor covered. We wouldn't want to be so intimidating that the Nevs run away, right? Then we wouldn't get to fight.
Fair point. I'll handle the intimidation. You handle the cleanup.
The cleanup, eh? All right. Well, in that case, want to go intimidate some stalacts? We've got some time to kill.
Yes. Well, that would definitely be quite exhilarating. But maybe later. I really need to finish polishing all these legs. I've still got 20 more to go.
I've missed you. All right then. Come on, move over and hand me an extra cloth. Let's get these legs shining so bright they blind our enemies and send them screaming.
Interesting. Very nice. Although I think Minoko knows that maybe this Verso is different. Oh, we only got to 2 with him? I guess he's sort of still a relatively new member to the party, I guess. That's why. And SK should be the highest one at this point. Because I think I actually don't know why his is the highest, because I've been hanging out with all these other people since before we met SK.
What's got you so grumpy?
Those masks.
What about them? Are you jealous? Why?
I'm supposed to fly too.
Maybe stop losing your rocks then. How do you lose them anyway? Don't you swallow the rocks?
Sometimes I love too hard. I can't control myself and...
Okay, yeah, I see. It's hard to control. Enjoying the stars?
Stars are the apples of the sky.
I love the way you see the world.
Oh, that constellation looks like Francois.
I guess. It's very round, like Francois?
Yes, and it's soft and fluffy, just like Francois. On the inside.
Are we talking about the same Francois? Monsieur Grumpface?
He's not grumpy. He's just sad. He misses Claire.
Ah.
Enfant used to be all wee, but now he's all ooh.
We?
Yes, we. Back in the day, when there was nothing in the world except the four of us flying around on adventures.
Ah, I see. And, woo?
Yeah, centuries go by without your best friends. That's gonna make you go, ooh.
How come you're not grumpy like Francois?
I am grumpy.
Oh, are you now?
I too am, ooh. But I'm also wee. So the wee balances the ooh.
You might say you're a bit, wee-woo, then.
You really get me, Verso.
I'm a bit, wee-woo myself. Although I'm a bit more woo than wee these days. Hey, that one looks a little like Minoko.
Oh, and if you squint and sort of scrunch up your face, that one next to it looks like Noko.
Yeah, we missed Noko. Okay, yeah, see, he's the highest of all of them. And I know that I need to get to either 5 or 6 before I can dive underwater. I think it may be 6. So I'm not sure how you would do that. Ooh, okay. We have another gradient attack. Nice. So yeah, I'm not sure how you would do that. You know, I guess, you know, I can get to a, at any point I can get to a flag and then go back to the continent. It's just that sometimes getting back to the area that you were in, since you can't fast travel back to that flag, you have to go back to the particular region in order to get back to where you were in the game. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to do that. I don't know why the game makes it that way and not give you the option of basically fast traveling anywhere on the map, which would put you closer to your destination if you're doing some exploring or you're going into one of the optional areas. There may be a reason behind it. Maybe all of that unlocks at the end of the game. I don't know. So we have some outfits and hairdos. We changed her outfit pretty early. I like her hair the way it is, so it's probably not going to change. Nah, don't like that. Definitely don't like that. We're gonna, you guys wondering why am I wasting my time doing this? Because we're gonna wrap up pretty shortly. There's not enough time to start another, to go out on another real quest. Let's see. He doesn't really have any outfits that I would change him to at this point. That's Gustav's haircut. I didn't like it on Gustav. I don't like it on him either. So I guess we'll just stick with that for now. I like her hairstyle short, so. And he can't have a haircut right now. I'm guessing we'll unlock something later. I like this look for her, although she doesn't look like she's ready for battle. She looks like she's more ready for like a little hanging out on New Year's Eve kind of thing at a club, you know. I think we checked everybody, so let's write in the journal.
Do you mind if I play here?
Not sure what he's talking about. Let's see. Oh, okay. He can do that. I did not know that. You can just magic a piano out of the air. And Mael didn't even react to that. So, interesting. Yeah, I can say the soundtrack to this game is pretty incredible. I don't know whether game soundtracks get nominated for Grammys or not. I know movie soundtracks, actually, no, I don't know whether they do either. I know they get nominated for Oscars, but I don't know whether they get nominated for Grammys. But this is an incredible soundtrack. And I haven't purchased the soundtrack in a very long time, but I used to get musical scores all the time. Some of the, you know, some of the old favorite ones would be something like Gladiator or Braveheart. You know, some of those, they were pretty old now. I don't remember the last one I got though. I used to do quite a bit. But this is definitely one I would consider. I mean, it's just, I don't think there are any bad tracks. I don't know whether every track in the game would be on the soundtrack, because there are a lot of different tracks. There's some jazzy sounding ones, some pop sounding ones, some, you know, much more mellow, orchestral sounding, you know, I mean, there's just plenty of different versions, or different sort of genres, I guess, in this one game. They seem happy.
What song was that? I feel like I know it.
Yes, an old song I used to play to my sister.
play another?
Sure. We have all night.
Yeah, this,
Okay, ready?
all of these little
Are you
connections
ready?
take on a whole
I am
different
ready.
meaning now.
I will need a bit of...
Because you have that,
Nice.
you have Esquier who's looking over
Right.
them, but there was also the Esquier
Esquier.
doll
Ready?
on the bed at the manor. So, very interesting stuff going on here. Okay, so we're going to let Esquier dance, we're going to let Verso play, and we're going to let Mayao listen. And then we're going to go back to the continent. And we'll wrap up there. We've done everything we can do here at the camp. Talked to everybody. Wrote in the journal. Now we have to go find the other Axon. And then I guess we'll be back here so that the curator can craft us a weapon. So thank you guys for joining me on this part of the adventure. This is part 9. That's where we are, and we see where we have to go. We have access to more areas since we can break those coral barriers now. Anything that doesn't have a name is an area worth exploring because it means we haven't been there yet. At least most of them. I think some of them are just entrances, so they don't have names, but most of the ones that have names means that you've already been there. You've discovered it. You know, some of the ones that show up don't have names, and they have the little danger sign when you go to them, so I haven't gone into any of the things that say danger. I think I've found like 4 or 5 of those at this point. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you in episode 10, part 10 of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Uploads every Tuesday and Friday, and I will see you guys then. In the meanwhile, Happy New Year. It is December 31st that I'm recording this, so Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in the next episode, which will be in 2026. Bye.